What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. This is your boy Jay Reed for Jay Reed's Love of Cars. So you're thinking about supercharging your Corvette, or maybe your Corvette is already supercharged and you want a little more oomph. Now what do I mean by that? You want to add some more fuel to it and you're thinking about methanol, E85, or maybe even both. Well, there are some things that you want to consider before doing it, and I'm about to tell you about it. Now, on my setup, I went with E85 as well as Meth because I wanted the best of both worlds, and I was doing a max effort build with the budget that I had. But some of you may not want to go that far, and that's cool because there's advantages to both and there's disadvantages to both. Methanol will be your cheaper option for several reasons. You can buy an alky methanol kit for about $800. Pretty simple to install. Methanol itself is going to cost you about $25 for 5 gallons. At least that's what I pay. I go to a performance shop and they fill up my jug, and it only costs me about 25 bucks. Now that 5-gallon jug has literally lasted me a year, and that's going to the track about once a month. Every time I get on the street, I make sure that my car has meth in it, because who knows what I'm gonna do when I'm on the street. So that's going to be your least expensive route. Now the thing about methanol is you got to be careful about what kit you get, because the pumps wear out, and if the pump wear out and you're depending on that meth in your tune, you may get a kaboom. That's a disadvantage of the methanol. You got to make sure your system is up to par, and make sure you always have some in there. And then too, to the same point, you got to figure out what kind of meth you're going to run. Are you going to run a mix, or are you going to run 100%? I choose to run 100% because I want the most out of the fueling, as well as lowering the temperature of the air intake. Now when it comes to E85 gonna cost you, I'm gonna tell you, because you just can't start running E85 in these cars and think that it's gonna work. You're gonna have to upgrade your fuel pump, you're gonna have to upgrade your injectors, and you're gonna want a flex fuel sensor. So whatever you put in your budget for, did I mention injectors? I think I said injectors. So whatever you put in your budget for fuel system, you can upgrade that. Just add some to it. A fuel system is going to cost you about, a good fuel system with 1300cc injectors is going to run you probably at least 3 to 4 grand if you do it right. The pump I have is a DSX, external secondary pump, and with that pump is good for up to 900 horsepower. I have a DSX flex fuel sensor. That reminds me, another thing to consider when you are using the E85 is oftentimes it's going to be 2 tunes. You're going to have a pump gas tune and you're going to have an E85 tune. Depending on the tuner you go to, you're going to be paying for 2 tunes. The good thing about the flex fuel is if there's no E85 around, you can just put pump gas in it, run it, beat on it, and you'll be okay. You just won't make as much horsepower. With the methanol, I mean, you got to check that every time you're in it, or at least every time you think you're going to be opening it up on the highway or at the track. Now the reason why I chose both is I went the cheaper route originally and got the methanol system that is running through, that I'm using my windshield wiper tank for the methanol. So I do not have any more windshield wiper fluid. It's methanol. But fun fact, windshield wiper fluid has methanol in it, I think. Don't quote me on that. But either way, I ain't running that shit. Now some people choose to go with a tank and put it in the back and leave that like it is. Either way, it's gonna cost you. It's just gonna cost you. And the truth is, methanol is gonna be a little bit more complicated in the sense that you're gonna have a couple of more decisions to make. Or you're gonna run 1 nozzle, 2 nozzles. It all depends on the amount of power that you wanna make. I have a single nozzle setup, didn't run 2 nozzles. And also one of the things that you have to consider is these systems, the pumps in them have a reputation of going out. So if that pump goes out and you hammering it and flowing it, you may leave a few pistons and oil and rods on the surface that you're driving on. I'm just saying. So a lot of tuners don't even like to tune, or shops don't even like to recommend methanol, because it's going to be up to the owner to make sure that car is up to par at all times. And a lot of time they'll blow up their car and then blame it on the shop. So you have a lot of shops that may not even install it. Some love it. You know, find one that love it, and then you all good. Now the problem that I have with E85 is it's not always available. There's only one gas station near me where I can get E85, and I hate going in and out of that parking lot. but I have to if I want to run E85 in my car. I pretty much run E85 100% of the time. You got to be ready for anything at all times. Stop playing. So I don't even know why I even needed the flex fuel sensor, but it is good when I'm taking trips, because I'll put 93 octane in the car, or if I'm running out and can't make it to that gas station, I'll stick some 93 in it. But then you got to run that out, or at least run it down enough where you can fill it back up with E85 the next chance that you get. So basically what I'm saying is, with both options, it's going to take some effort, but when you are doing a max effort build, or when you start to add so much stuff to your car that it becomes a race car, you can expect things to not be simple any longer. Things will become complicated, and you will have to put a little bit more thought about what you do. So then that leads me to the next question, or the question that you may be thinking: if I had to do it all over again, which one would I choose, or would I still do both? Well, the answer to that is really pretty simple. I would still do both, because the effort that it takes for me to fill it up with methanol, to check that, or to go get E85 is really nowhere near the excitement or the fun that I get from 800 horsepower. So if you're thinking about getting them both, if you can afford it, get them both. If you can't, and you just want a better upgrade besides 93, get the methanol, or just get your supercharger kit, put it on there, enjoy that, and then when you're ready to upgrade, either upgrade your injectors and fuel system even more than what the kit comes with, or upgrade it with meth. You can always do that later. Sometimes it's best to do stuff in incremental steps, especially if you're not used to the power that you will have with just the supercharger kit. Y'all let me know what you think in the comments. This your boy. Peace.